All right, and good morning, Stillwater. I'm Joshua Weisel here in the Ocala Storm Studios, taking a look at the exclusive Stillwater forecast. And we're starting off this morning with an active alert across the area. And this orange shaded map that I'm showing you, this is a heat advisory until roughly 8 p.m. this evening for a large portion of central and eastern Oklahoma. This does include the Oklahoma City Metroplex behind this banner, and it does include Stillwater and even over my shoulder, the Tulsa area. We're expecting heat index values anywhere between 103 to 111 degrees. That's in addition to a high today of 100, so just keep that in mind. High of 100 today, heat index value anywhere between 103 and 111. So it's going to be a hot day across the area. So make sure that you prepare for that. Stay hydrated. Make sure that you are also taking breaks in the shade if you're planning to work outside. So that's a look at the alert across the area with that heat advisory once again until 8 p.m. tonight. And like I said, keep that in mind if you have any sort of outdoor plans today. It is going to be quite hot across the region. So here's the hour-by-hour forecast for today, and sunny conditions will dominate all day. There could be a few patchy clouds here and there, but nothing widespread and nothing by means of cloudiness across the area. Our high today, like I said, is 100, so it's going to be quite hot, and then we'll lower our temperatures into the mid-90s by this evening. Otherwise, besides the heat, beautiful conditions will be across the area. So here's a look at this afternoon. High of 100, some gustier winds around 22 miles an hour out of the south. Fully sunny skies anticipated across the area today for Stillwater, OKC, and Tulsa. And then as we head into tomorrow, once again, we're expecting those highs around 100, some gustier winds around 18 miles an hour out of the south, and a high of 100 across the area with fully sunny skies. So that's a look at the forecast for the next 48 hours or so. No sort of rain chances or anything like that, just hot conditions and sunny skies across the state. So here's a look at the allergy forecast for today, and pollen's out of moderate. It's just that time of the year that the allergens are going to start creeping back up, and I'll get to what pollutants are dominating in the pollen category. Mold is low, so we're not really talking much with mold, but when it comes to the air quality, we're still talking a moderate level with a few factors in the atmosphere like ozone and some other pollutants. So we're keeping that at a moderate. It's not unhealthy, like I've said. We don't have any sort of advisories for an ozone action day, but just keep in mind it is at a moderate. So if you're sensitive, we have pollen and we have a moderate air quality overall. So that's just a quick heads up for you. And I'm going to step out of the way real quick just to show you the main pollutants across the area are tree and grass pollen. So those are the moderate level pollens, but when it comes to other types of pollen like weed and ragweed, those are low, but keep in mind those are starting to creep back up once again because it is that time of year. So over the next couple of weeks, we could see this kind of all over the place because those allergens are going to start moving back into the region because we're approaching fall. So keep that in mind and make sure that you tune in every day to see the updated allergy index for Stillwater, Oklahoma. So here's a look at the heat safety across the area. Like I said, it's going to be hot, and you want to keep this in mind throughout the week because we have high temperatures off and on. I'll get to that in the 10-day forecast coming up. But make sure that you stay hydrated, take breaks in the shade if you're working outside. So if you're an employee for the school or doing anything in town outdoors, make sure that you're taking breaks in the shade and the AC, keeping cool, and make sure that you're staying hydrated. And also make sure that you know the signs of heat-related illness. So if you want a still shot, this is a chart showing the signs of heat-related illness such as heat stroke and heat exhaustion. So make sure that you keep that handy as we head into the next couple of days with this heat. And then also keep in mind if you have pets on campus or off campus that it is also going to impact your pets. So if you're planning to walk your pets or have them outside, keep in mind the asphalt is still hot. So you might want to still shot this as well. And just keep in mind the asphalt can burn your pet's feet. So before you head out on the walk, check the temperatures for it. Make sure that you test it to see if it's safe for your pets before you go out for that morning walk. And here's a look at the temperatures and what could hurt your pets before you head out in the morning with them. So that's a look at heat safety and pets. We're going to finish this off real quick, and I'm going to step off once again to show you the fire weather risk. This is really more for the people in town, so just keep in mind fire weather, it is low. It's not high or anything like that, but there is some drier vegetation, and with this heat across the area, there could be a risk for fires, but it is relatively low. So properly discard your cigarettes, keep away from dry vegetation with a vehicle, and avoid flames or sparks in a dry, patchy area. So just keep that in mind in town. It really doesn't mean anything for students on campus, but this is just a quick look for the people in town with that fire risk. I'm going to finish this forecast off with my 10-day forecast, and like I said, hot temperatures through Thursday, and it's still going to be hot the rest of the week into the weekend, but not as hot as the next couple of days. Highs are going to be around 100. We're going to see lows in the mid-70s. Low rain chances by Saturday with a high of 92. I'm going to step off so you can see the rest of the 10-day forecast. And then as we head into next week, temperatures will be close to our high, or our average high for this time of year, around 93, and then low rain chances return once again by the late week this upcoming week. And so that's a look at the forecast, and thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you visit the Ocali daily for these forecasts that are exclusive for Stillwater, Oklahoma. Once again, I'm Joshua Weisel. Thank you for tuning in. We are Stillwater's Weather Connection.